Welcome back. So, today we are going to talk about boxing, basically, influencer boxing and professional boxing, and why crossover boxing is harming the sports, both sports and the entertainment. So, basically, first I'm going to talk. The reason I'm going to talk about this is basically KSI and Tommy Fury fight, where there are two parts of it. One part is that KSI is saying that he'll only fight if he wins against Tommy. He won't fight Jake Paul. He doesn't get the point that we don't want to see Jake Paul. We don't want to we don't want to see KSI beat Tommy and then say I'm better than Jake. That's why I won't fight him. We don't care if your technique is better than Jake. We don't care if you have better jab than Jake. We don't care if you can have more power, better footwork, blah 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 blah. This is not professional boxing. When I'm watching influencer boxing, what I want to see is entertainment. I don't want to see professional boxing. I don't want to see jabs. I don't want to see this. But it's good if it's there. But that's not what I'm here for. It's like going to get. It's like asking a shopkeeper to get fruits and he gives you vegetables. It doesn't make sense. Like influencer boxing is just about entertainment. It's not about technique. It's not about who's better. It's about entertainment. How when the reason KSI vs Jake Paul is entertaining is because the beef between them and how they sell fights. That's why I'm going to watch them. I'm not going to watch Jake Paul. I'm not going to watch KSI if they didn't make content. They're bumps in in boxing. That's what they are. They are nothing special in terms of boxing. The only reason people watch them is because they're entertainers. For example, Misfits. The only reason KSI when KSI is there, he headlines is because he's the biggest influencer. If maybe Salt Papi is a better fighter, maybe Anthony Taylor is a better fighter, but because KSI has the most influence, he always makes the headlines, and that's the main point of influencer boxing. I'm not watching influencer boxing. Wait a second. I'm not watching influencer boxing to get good technique or to be. It's not athletic endeavor. It's entertainment. I'm when it started with KSI having a beef with what was I don't even remember his name. What was his name? Joe Weller. It started with KSI with Joe Weller, where both of their technique was shit, but it was amazing. Why? Because they had a beef. Like men, they said I have a beef, or like women, it's 23 and even women fight. But they were like, okay, I won't be a coward. If we have a beef, let's fight for it. Whoever wins the beef. And that was the whole point of influencer boxing. It was about entertainment. It was about settling beefs. Now it's about Slim is great fighter. Salt Papi is great fighter. When they fight, it's going to be amazing boxing match. God damn it, man! I'm not here to watch that. I'm going to watch a fight where there's beef, where there's entertainment. I don't care. I don't agree with Deji's way of I'm going to talk with my punches. If I want someone to talk with their punching, I'll watch Canelo. Why would I watch Deji talk with his punches, like with his hands? I want him to talk shit to Swamps. The reason I respect Swamps is he puts 100% into boxing and into promoting. He makes distracts. He talks the shit. He isn't like Deji your shit. Deji is like my hat. Like bro, say something. Promote the fight. You're here to promote fight. You're not here to box. Like they forget that they're influencers. And the other part of it, the other part of it is boxers forgetting that they're boxers and not influencers. Tommy shouldn't be fighting KSI because, not in my opinion, but as people, most boxing fans or boxing fans that I really talk to always say that Tommy Fury is a good fighter. He has great technique. He's been training for all his life, and he should be fighting real boxers so that he can eventually fight for a world title. Like KSI, the only reason he's participating in the celebrity boxing is because he wants the money. Like Tyson, right? Okay, Tyson, like when he fought Wilder first, he was about boxing. But right now, like Tyson, both of the brothers are just fighting for money. They'll fight for the money and not for the belts. Tommy shouldn't be fighting KSI. He shouldn't be in the influencer boxing scene. He should be fighting professional boxers, increasing his record, and fighting for belts. Because at the end, nobody cares if you defeat Jake Paul. Nobody cares if you make $1 million. You can make $1 million business in everything. The reason people watch boxing is for fighting big fights and fighting big, like fighting fighters and making great fights, like fights in which it's entertainment and it's they're expressing each other's technique, they're expressing each other's boxing technique, and that's why I'm watching boxing. I'm not watching boxing so that Tyson Fury can make $1 million. I want same reason I want Tyson to fight Yusuf, not some bum who has, no offense to all the bums out there, but not some bum friend that he has fought million times. He should be fighting the best of the best. Same reason Tommy should be fighting professionals. He shouldn't be fighting KSI because KSI at the end, the positive for fighting the positive Tommy Fury is getting is that he's getting a big bag. He's getting that big, amazing, money, and that's it. Negative is that he doesn't lose. He looks bad. He doesn't finish early. He gets knocked down. He does anything. His career is ruined. When he's going to fight for a belt, he's going to fight a professional boxer. He's going to say, "I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to destroy you." You know what will be the return? How can you fight me when you got punched by KSI? That's what everyone is going to say. So there, he's risking his whole legacy, his family's legacy for a bag. And I don't know what John is doing. John should advise Tommy to start taking fight that matter, like fights so that he can get that belt, and not this. So it's John's fault too. Maybe he's like, I know he doesn't have that talent, so I think he should go for the bag. But that's it. So moving to the main point of professional boxing, the thing with influencer boxing is about the entertainment, about the dissing, about the beef. Professional boxing is an art. The two boxers are not fighting, they're dancing. With each of their moves, each movement, each punch, each head movement has their dance partner does the opposite, and every move is calculated in their head. Every punch, every dodge, every head movement, every step front, every step back, every shuffle is calculated by their brains. And it's not calculated consciously. Subconsciously, they have trained for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years. Till from the day they were even in their room, they were shadow boxing. So since then, they have been bred to be fighters, and that art is what's amazing. What people don't understand is, for example, Floyd. People hate Floyd because first is that he has a heel, like he promotes himself as a heel, but the other reason is that he isn't that aggressive boxer. But it's art. The way he slips punches, the way he shoulder rolls through every punch, it's amazing. Like seeing Canelo boxers punching down, and Canelo without seeing weaving through the punches, and that is like art. The way every punch is dodged, the way every punch is calculated as it isn't boxing, but it's striking, so it has the same principle that, as Adesanya said, that I'm punching not where he's going to be, where he will be, and he knows that, so he's also trying to dodge where, and he's also trying to change where he's going to be. So it's a back and forth between two fighters, with each, it's like chess, where every move is calculated, with every step, every punch, every kick has an opposite and move and counter to it. And that's what amazing about boxing. It isn't the violence that's amazing, it's the technique and art and how each person moves, and the history behind like the training they do. And that's what entertaining about boxing, and that's why I watch boxing. Because, for example, MMA is a lot different. Where MMA, it isn't as much as one art is so perfected in boxing. In MMA, you can't achieve that. You can't be like a perfect wrestler, because you have to also concentrate on your striking and your striking defense. And if you are a wrestler, you have to also care about jiu-jitsu and striking and everything you have to care about. But boxing is an art where every strike is perfected, and that's what amazing about it. Where MMA is more about MMA is more closer to real fighting or real violence. Boxing is just an art. And that, okay, in conclusion, I think influencers should stick to influencing, and influencer boxing, and should crossover boxing should be like finished. And KSI should fight Jake Paul. Fighting Tommy Fury is useless. Same reason professional boxers should stick to professional boxing. They shouldn't start beating up influencers for the money. They should stick to boxing and belts. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.